Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. And let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about Rip Michaels and actually his new TV show that he's going to be having coming out on MTV. He's actually a comedian on, Wildin' Out. And Wildin' Out is one of my shows. But he has a new skit coming out called, The Real Housewives of the Civil Rights Movement. Like, OMG, like he really went there. He couldn't be original. You already got Real Housewives of Atlanta. You already have Husbands of Hollywood. So he couldn't really come up with anything legit or official. So he has to poke fun and make fun of our legendary leaders and their wives. And it's like, damn, man, you black yourself. Is that cooning or is that not cooning? Is he cooning? Is Rip Michaels cooning? Because, the kids today, they barely learn anything about their history, especially in school, and especially if they don't have their parents there to teach them. And most people might look at this comedy skit that's going to be premiering on MTV and think that, what these women are saying are actually true. Now we have Cardi B. She is portraying Coretta Scott King. That's really like sad and just like, damn, why is Cardi B in the same sentence or even portraying or acting or even having the name under her face saying Coretta Scott King? Like, that's just totally, I think it's repulsive. I think it's embarrassing. I think it's very disrespectful, And you just wonder, like, why did Cardi B's team let her do this? Like, she don't need the money that bad. Why would they, look at that. Them two don't go together. Cardi B and Coretta Scott King, that don't go together. And I'm like, why if her management team is actually letting her do this? Like, she needs to fire her management team, just like Nicki Minaj fired her glam squad. She needs to fire her new management team to actually put her out there like this, because it makes no sense. It's disrespectful. And it's like, damn. And, Rip Michaels, coming with the concept and ideas and his writers, like they couldn't come up with anything else. Like they had to poke fun at Malcolm X's wife. They had to poke fun at, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks, Jesse Jackson's, wife. And they talk about Iggy Azalea too as well. But it's like, damn, like, come on. Like, how come there's no respect for our people and our leaders? You know what I mean? Like, we already had the situation go down with, R.I.P., the queen of soul, the queen of music, is, Aretha Franklin, her being disrespected on Fox News, actually putting Patti LaBelle picture up instead of, Aretha Franklin picture, actually having Madonna give, Aretha Franklin a speech, and the speech was all about Madonna. Like, come on, like, it's just like so disrespectful. These are legendary women. Coretta Scott King is a legendary woman. Like, she was there, she's been through a lot, just powerful woman, powerful. Rosa Parks, Malcolm X's wife. Like, why are these women on this show portraying anything close to these women? It's just so disrespectful. It's wrong. It's in bad taste. And we have Rip Michaels actually saying that, comedy can teach education. No, you're not teaching education. You're not doing that. Then he tried to compare himself to Dave Chappelle. Like, you're not as talented and as smart and actually can pull off what Dave Chappelle did when he, did his comedy skits at all. You're not that intelligent. And, actually Martin Luther King Jr. and, Coretta Scott King's daughter, Patrice, she actually said that Cardi B reached out to her and actually apologized to her. That's cool, but, Cardi B's, management team should be fired. And you think that, damn, does Cardi B even know who Malcolm X is? Does she even know who, Malcolm X is? Does she know who Rosa Parks is? Does she know who Coretta Scott King is? Because if she did, why would she want to portray them in this negative type of format and this negative type of man, especially when she have fans that, or black or African American or more indigenous people? Why would she want to do that? Like, did she see any irony in it? Did she see like this is probably disrespectful? Or does she even know who, Coretta Scott King is, Martin Luther King Jr. is, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, or Malcolm X's wife, or Jesse Jackson's wife, or Jesse Jackson, period? Does she know? And if she did, what clicked in her brain to say that this is okay? Like, I'm like, this is how management team need to be gone. And then, the other actors that are females that are playing, Rosa Parks and Malcolm X's wife and Jesse Jackson's wife, they're African American women too as well. I wonder, do they know who these leaders are? And why would they want to portray them in a negative light? Why would they want to do that to their historians, to their ancestors? Like, why would they want to do that? Like, we have to love ourselves and have respect for the people that came before us and not disrespect them, because they're already getting disrespected when, they're not in our history books, and things like that. And we're not being taught about African American leaders and people that paved the way for African Americans and Black people. So you can have this. So, what's his name? Rhett Michaels and all the ladies on this, Real Housewives of the Civil Rights Movement can actually be produced and be filmed on TV and actually be shown on TV as women of color. So it's just really disrespectful, and it's just a shame. It's just disgraceful that anybody would get up and be a part of this project. It needs to be canceled. I mean, canceled immediately. And, it's just so disrespectful to see this, like, imagine, as we get older and we're not here anymore. Imagine what our history is going to be like, 3 generations from now. Like, it's going to be, it seems like they're totally trying to obliterate, totally trying to erase, the kings and the princesses of our time, It's just like there's no respect. It's like there's no respect for the Black man, for the Black woman, for the fight, and how we stood up and how we marched and how we sacrificed our life and ourselves just so, other people can live better too as well. A lot of other people benefit more from the Civil Rights Movement than African Americans. And it's just very disrespectful. Just, it needs to be canceled immediately, fast, in a hurry. Peace, I'm out.